Are we live? It looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. I'm your host, Gabriel. I hope everyone is having a great morning so far. I definitely am, and I hope the people watching this video is also having a great morning so far as well. Now, AEW Double or Nothing. Now, here's the thing. I was going to make a review on this yesterday, but I was extremely tired because last weekend I was on vacation in St. Augustine. Okay. No, I didn't go to Jacksonville. I didn't go to Double or Nothing live, even though I wanted to so much. But of course I'm a black belt, and I went to black belt camp in St. Augustine, and I just got back home yesterday, and I was extremely tired, extremely tired from coming home yesterday. So I figure, why not save the review for today, even though I'm extremely late and a lot of wrestling YouTubers already had their review out. So if you guys are still watching my review, then much appreciated. But yeah, just like I think it's safe to say from my perspective that this is without a doubt a pay-per-view of the year contender. This show was incredible. This show was awesome. Everything was amazing across the board, except for maybe one match. One match. But we'll get to that matchup. But everything else was just amazing. Amazing to watch. Every matchup killed it, except for that one match, but we will get to that match. But everything else was just amazing. And what makes it even better, that we saw a full crowd back, and oh my god, it was amazing. Amazing seeing the full crowd again. Amazing. Like, just the crowd, like, the wrestling crowd, like, is an important part of a wrestling show. It can either make or break a show. And my God, like, the crowd made this show much more special than it already was. Like, oh my, it was just incredible seeing the fans again. Incredible, incredible. This show was amazing. This this show was amazing. And obviously, for my reviews, I'm going to go over all the matchups, all the things that happened. And without further ado, let's get this review underway. So, we start off the show with the buy-in, with the NWA Women's Championship on the line as Serena Deeb went one-on-one against Riho. And, of course, this is her second encounter. And, oh my God, these ladies have amazing chemistry. Amazing chemistry in the ring. Like, this is their second time in the ring together, and they put out another banger of a matchup. The crowd was into it. I was definitely into it. Like, this was a great matchup. Now, before I continue on with this review, I'm just gonna say this for full spoilers. Every matchup on this show was great. Okay. Even the matchup where I thought was like, and I thought that was a good matchup as well. Okay. Every single matchup in this show, in my opinion, was a good, it was either a good match or just a great match. And there's two specific matches in this show that are match of the year candidates, in my opinion. And we'll get to that when we get to that. But my God, man, these two ladies have amazing chemistry with each other. I love this matchup. And it also helped that the crowd like brought this matchup to life even more. I just love the wrestling crowd, man. I'm glad like the full crowds are back. But amazing matchup. Serena Deeb picks up the victory over Rio, retaining the NWA Women's Championship. But my God, I thought that was a great match between Serena Deeb and Riho. And then we get to the main show. The first matchup to start off the main show is Hangman Adam Page going against Brian Cage. And whoo, what a way to start off the show, let me tell you. Oh my God. This was a fight. These two men beat the living hell out of each other. And my God, like, oh my God. This was a great match. This was a great, great match. Like, literally, me explaining it would not do it any justice. Like, these two men literally beat the living hell out of each other. I loved every minute of it. And of course, after all of this, after everything that happened in this matchup, Hangman Adam Page ended up picking up the victory over the Machine Brian Cage after Ricky Starks and Hook of Team Taz inadvertently cost Brian Cage the matchup because Ricky Starks and Hook was trying to cost Hangman Adam Page the matchup, but Brian Cage didn't want any help at all. And of course, that cost Brian Cage the matchup, giving Hangman Adam Page the victory. And holy shit. Like the crowd just celebrating when Hangman Adam Page. Like such good shit. Such good shit. And this right here just, I think it's all but confirmed that Brian Cage is going to be leaving Team Taz, which is a really good thing. Okay, because like as much as I love Team Taz, I think Team Taz has run its course in my opinion. And Brian Cage, like leaving Team Taz and being his own man, I think that would be great for Brian Cage in my opinion. But yeah, great stuff to open the show. After that, we get our first matchup of the night that is a match of the year candidate, in my opinion. The Young Bucks defending the AEW Tag Team Championships against Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Bruh, if there's any matchup you should go back and watch, is this matchup right here. For all the people saying that the Young Bucks are one of the worst tag teams in the world right now, after that performance last night, honestly, how can you think that? Like, okay, it's whoever is your greatest tag team in the world, that's your opinion. Okay, but you cannot deny that the Young Bucks is one of the best in the world. I think that the Young Bucks is one of the greatest tag teams in the world. And for the people saying that the Young Bucks is the best tag team in the world, that is completely justified because they are that damn good. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. Okay, some people like I know some people in the comments might say, "Oh, you're just a Young Bucks ass kisser." Okay, no, I just appreciate good tag team wrestling. Okay, and in my opinion, the Young Bucks is one of the best tag teams in the world. Okay, hands down. Okay, and from this matchup alone, they showed why. This was such a great matchup, such a great matchup. The just the entire matchup was high octane, non-stop. How the Young Bucks in one point of the matchup was mocking the Shield. They were mocking the Shield, knowing Moxley was in the matchup. I thought that was hilarious. The Young Bucks are doing great work. Great work. And the Young Bucks actually pick up the victory over Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Oh, and during the matchup, Gallows and Anderson was trying to cost Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston the matchup, but Frankie Kazarian came out and attacked Gallows and Anderson. So it looks like Frankie Kazarian trying to make the Bullet Club's life a living hell have already started. But the Young Bucks actually retain the AEW Tag Team Championship against Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston in a hard-fought matchup. And honestly, the only thing that I'm like about was the fact that it was a tad bit too long. I feel like it was a little bit too long. If they would have just cut at least, I don't know, 2 to 5 minutes of the matchup would have been amazing. But in my opinion, this this is a match of the year candidate. In my opinion, I bloody love this matchup. The Young Bucks retain, and hopefully we can see a rematch in the future. Hopefully we can see a rematch in the future because my God, these four men killed it. My goodness. So after that, we get to the Casino Battle Royal. And my God, this was a fun match. This was a very fun matchup. And the Joker that was in this matchup was none other than Lio Rush. Lio freaking Rush, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy. Like the fact that AEW has freaking Lio Rush. Okay, Lio Rush is extremely underrated in my opinion, and I just love Lio Rush's work. Like Lio Rush showcased what he can do. I kind of wish he was in the final three though, because we get to the final few minutes of the matchup. We got Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, and Private Party, and Lio Rush. And Lio Rush was dominating Matt Hardy and Private Party. But Matt Hardy and Private Party eliminated Lio Rush, who was a fan favorite. Now, don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, eliminating Lio Rush as the heels, like, it gives Matt Hardy and Private Party more heel heat. But I feel like Lio Rush should have been in the final three with Christian Cage and Jungle Boy. Because that would have been an amazing, like, triple threat match for the final few minutes of the matchup. You know what I mean? But it wasn't much. It was just a small nitpick. But it was amazing seeing Lio Rush in AEW. And a matter of fact, Lio Rush have a handshake agreement with Tony Khan. So even though he's not a fully contracted superstar with AEW, like he can go to either AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like he's basically a freelancer, which is awesome. So we could see Lio Rush in AEW in the near future. But yeah, it was great seeing Lio Rush. Now, we ended up seeing the final two being Christian Cage and Jungle Boy. Now, in my opinion, I thought Christian Cage was going to win this matchup because I thought that AEW was going to build up this matchup between Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage at All Out for the AEW World Championship. But obviously, that was not the case at all, as Jungle Boy ended up winning the Casino Battle Royal, eliminating Christian. And my God, whoo! The crowd just ate it up. Like Jungle Boy winning that matchup was surprising, but at the same time, he deserves it because Jungle Boy has been working his ass off. Because like Jungle Boy has been in AEW since its inception, and he along with Luchasaurus had been an amazing attraction for AEW. So just the fact that Jungle Boy won the Casino Battle Royal was amazing. And it really goes to show that like Christian really gave Jungle Boy a seal of approval. Like Christian Cage really put over Jungle Boy to be a major star. And I love that. I loved every second of it. Now, I'm sure Christian Cage is going to get his opportunity at the AEW World Championship in the near future. But just the simple fact that Christian lets someone like Jungle Boy have the spotlight like that was amazing, amazing stuff. And just the people chanting, "You deserve it, you deserve it" to Jungle Boy. Such a beautiful, beautiful moment. And that is another potential match of the year candidate for AEW. Kenny Omega versus Jungle Boy for the AEW World Championship. Take my fucking money, because that is going to be a great match. Great, 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 great match in my opinion. And we don't even have to wait long, because in 2 weeks, we are going to get that matchup between Kenny Omega and Jungle Boy for the AEW World Championship. So I can't wait to see that matchup. That matchup is going to rock. Now, we go from the Casino Battle Royal to Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo. Now, I thought this was the weakest matchup of the night. This was the weakest matchup of the night. Okay, I'll say this. The matchup was alright for what it was. It wasn't a great match, but it wasn't terrible either. Okay, I thought it was a decent match. I thought it was good for what it was. But I don't know why this matchup had to happen at Double or Nothing. Like, this felt more like a Dynamite matchup. Now, don't get me wrong, Anthony Ogogo is not a bad wrestler, but, like, I feel like this entire rivalry was a waste of time. Like, this should have been a Dynamite matchup. Like, literally, you could have taken this matchup out of the Double or Nothing card, and nothing would really change. Okay, I thought this was the weakest matchup of the night. And like, there is no reason for this matchup to be in the show. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Cody Rhodes, and I get him trying to push new stars. But I'm sorry, this rivalry was a waste of time, and this matchup was a waste of time. Like, it kind of derailed the show just a little bit. Okay, this was the weakest matchup of the show. The crowd wasn't into it. Like, I wasn't into it. Like, this matchup was a waste of time. It was good for what it was, but again, I thought it was a waste of time. Cody Rhodes picks up the victory over Anthony Ogogo, and that's about it right there. But then the show started to pick up again, as the next matchup was Miro going against Lance Archer for the TNT Championship. And my God, this was a fight. This was a fight. Oh my God. Like, these two monsters delivered. Like, these two monsters beat the living hell out of each other. Like, oh my God. I love this matchup. Like, this was the true Godzilla versus King Kong matchup. But Miro actually picks up the victory over Lance Archer, and I love how AEW did this. So Miro, like, did his submission move to Lance Archer. He weared out Lance Archer, but Lance Archer didn't tap, which I thought was extremely smart by AEW to give Miro that strong win, but at the same time also protecting Lance Archer. I thought that was extremely, extremely smart move by AEW, and I'm glad that AEW went with that finish. And who knows, we might see a rematch between these two in the near future. But I thought this was a really solid matchup between Miro and Lance Archer, and Miro retains the TNT Championship. After that, we got the AEW Women's Championship on the line as Hikaru Shida defended it against Britt Baker, DMD. And oh man, I thought this was a great match. I thought this was a great matchup. This matchup delivered, and it, like, Britt Baker's performance on Sunday she blew it out of the water. Like Britt, and like just the fact that Britt Baker just like she just like have improved these last couple of years. And I'm just gonna say this right now. Britt Baker is might be one of the best female wrestlers in the world. Probably in the top 5 for me. Okay, Britt Baker has definitely impressed me and definitely held her own against Hikaru Shida at Double or Nothing. And the best part, Britt Baker ended up winning the matchup, becoming the new AEW Women's Champion. Thank you, AEW. Oh my God. Like, thank you, Hikaru Shida. Hikaru Shida was a good champion, but Britt Baker definitely deserves to be AEW Women's Champion. Okay? Especially with the work she has been doing for the last couple of months. Okay? Britt Baker deserves to be AEW Women's Champion. And this is a step in the right direction for the AEW Women's Division. Now that we got a new AEW Women's Champion in Britt Baker, we like the AEW Women's Division could be much, much better. Now, imagine the women that can go after Britt Baker and the AEW Women's Champion. Ty Conti, Thunder Rosa, maybe Jade Cargill. You know, like you can do like I'm excited for the AEW Women's Division. I'm really, really excited. Okay, this is the step in the right direction that the AEW Women's Division needed. And I'm just happy Britt Baker is the new AEW Women's Champion. And like, oh my God, just the fact that Britt Baker at the end of the matchup hugged Tony Schiavone, that was an awesome moment. That was an awesome, awesome moment. And congratulations to Britt Baker. She definitely deserves it. And like as of right now, I can say that the AEW Women's Division is in good hands. Is definitely in good hands. And I cannot wait for the future of the AEW Women's Division. I like just the fact that I have seen the AEW Women's Division grown from them being from the division being so terrible to now the AEW Women's Division to being great. And I'm not the only one. A lot of people in the IWC are slowly agreeing that the AEW Women's Division are slowly becoming a great division. Like this is amazing. And Britt Baker becoming the AEW Women's Champion is a step in the right direction for the women's division. And if AEW can play their cards right, then the AEW Women's Division could be on par with the WWE Women's Division, if not better, which is saying something. Okay, I cannot wait for the future of the AEW Women's Division. I am extremely, extremely excited. And again, congratulations to Britt Baker to becoming the new AEW Women's Champion. Oh, I cannot wait for the future of the women's division. Really, really excited. After that, we get a tag team match as Sting and Darby Allin went against Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. And I thought this was a great match. I thought this was a great, great match. Sting I believe he's 60, 61. My God. Sting in this matchup still got it at 60 years old. Okay, the man literally dove off the stage to Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Like, oh my God. For a 60, 61-year-old, Sting was moving like he was in his TNA days. Like, my God, Sting was just incredible in this matchup. All four men was great in this matchup. Sting and Darby Allin ended up picking up the victory over Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. But yeah, I thought this was a really great matchup. I thought this was a fun matchup. And of course, Darby Allin is slowly becoming more and more of a star. No, pretend I didn't say that. Okay, Darby Allin is a star in AEW. is definitely 100% a star in AEW. Yeah, but I thought this was a great fun matchup between all four of these men. Now, after that, we get to our second match of the night. That is also a match of the year candidate, in my opinion. Kenny Omega versus Pac versus Orange Cassidy in the first ever triple threat match in AEW history for the AEW World Championship. And all I can say is go out of your way to watch this matchup. If you guys have not seen AEW Double or Nothing, and if there's any matchup you should go back and watch, you should go back and see most of these matchups, but the one matchup you should go back and watch is this matchup. Holy shit, what a match. These three men absolutely killed it. Like, I was on the edge of my seats. Like, these three men, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Like, oh, this was a great match. I will even go as far to say that this triple threat match was a little bit better, just a little bit better than Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. It was that good. It was that good. Both matches both triple threat match are match of the year candidates, in my opinion. But I think Omega versus Pac versus Cassidy, it has that slight edge over Roman Reigns versus Edge versus Daniel Bryan. Both matches are great, but I just enjoy Omega versus Pac versus Cassidy just a little bit more. Just, oh my god, like, just the near falls in this matchup was just insane. Like, there was parts of the matchup where I thought Pac was going to win, and there was parts of the matchup where I thought Orange Cassidy was going to win the matchup. Like, this was such an amazing matchup. And, like, Kenny Omega retains the AEW World Championship, and by pinning Pac, but during the matchup, Don Callis literally cost Orange Cassidy the matchup. Like, Orange Cassidy was this close to being world champion, but Don Callis cost Orange Cassidy the match, and a lot of people in the crowd were saying, "Fuck you, Callis! Fuck you, Callis!" And Don Callis was just eating that shit up. Okay, now that is a great heel manager right there. Okay, I will go as far to say that Don Callis is one of the best heel managers currently right now. Like, he is right up there with Paul Heyman. Like, Don Callis is that damn good. And oh my god, just great stuff. If there's any matchup you should go back and watch from Double or Nothing, it's this matchup. This matchup, oh my god. Literally, me explaining it would not do it any justice. Like, these are three of the best in the world. And this matchup delivered and so much more. Please, if you guys have not seen Double or Nothing, go back and watch Omega versus Pac versus Cassidy. You will not be disappointed, like, at all. And the way this match ended, we could see Kenny Omega versus Orange Cassidy in the near future. And, like, I would definitely be down with that matchup 110%. But awesome job by all three men. Kenny Omega retains and another match of the year candidate. Now, before we get to our main event, we got a special announcement by AEW. And of course, AEW is going to have their own show, AEW Rampage. And they announced the analyst for that show. And that man is none other than the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Yes, Mark Henry is in AEW. And my God, holy crap. Mark Henry's in AEW. And all I can say is very, very good pick by AEW. Very, very good pick by AEW. And just the fact that Mark Henry's in AEW, awesome, awesome stuff. But after that, we get to our main event, the Stadium Stampede match, as the Pinnacle went against the Inner Circle. And if the Inner Circle loses, they will no longer be like a group. So the match happens. Like, this was just a fun match in general. Like, Warlow and Hager went to war, Jericho and MJF. Like, personally, my favorite part of the matchup was Santana and Ortiz and FTR fighting in a freaking bar. Like, it was just a straight up bar fight. These four men beat the living hell out of each other. And Tully Blanchard was there. But I shit you, Conan was the DJ in that bar. And he was brawling with fucking Tully Blanchard. And oh my God, I loved it. That was the best part of the matchup, in my opinion. I loved it. Jericho and the MJF sub was fun. Jake Hager and Warlow, that was also fun. Sean Spears and the Sammy Guevara sub was also pretty amazing. And a matter of fact, Sammy Guevara actually won for his group, pinning Sean Spears in the middle of the ring because eventually some of the members of the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle managed to get back to the ring. But the Inner Circle actually picks up the win over the Pinnacle. And I thought was a very, very fun match. Now, I thought the Pinnacle was going to win and like let the Inner Circle go their separate ways. But like honestly, I'm not mad at it. Like, even though I wanted the Pinnacle to win, a part of me is happy that the Inner Circle won this matchup. So, like, who knows? Maybe this rivalry is over. But here's the thing. The Pinnacle has a victory over the Inner Circle. The Inner Circle has a victory over the Pinnacle. So they're one apiece. So who knows? We might see a rubber matchup in the near future if AEW decides to go that direction. But as of right now, the Inner Circle is still a thing, which I thought was a really, really fun match. But overall, this is without a doubt one of the best AEW pay-per-views of all time. Like, AEW went all out with this show, and they freaking delivered. And the crowd made it even more special. Other than the Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo match, I thought this matchup was great. Like, this is without a doubt a pay-per-view of the year contender. And in my personal opinion, like, this is so far, this is pay-per-view of the year for me. So far, this is pay-per-view of the year for me. I thought AEW did an incredible job. Like the only negative I would give about this show is again the Cody Rhodes versus Anthony Ogogo matchup. But that's about it. Like, this is like a 9 out of 10 show. Some people are even saying 10 out of 10, which is completely justified. But I thought this was a special show. An amazing, amazing show. AEW should be freaking proud of themselves. Like, even some AEW haters who hate AEW with their guts had a great time with this show. AEW should be really, really proud of themselves. Really, really proud of themselves. Awesome, awesome stuff by AEW. And I cannot wait for the future of AEW. Hell, I cannot wait till tomorrow's episode of AEW Dynamite. Okay, that's how much I'm excited. But yeah, great, great stuff by AEW. Like, awesome, awesome stuff. This is definitely pay-per-view of the year for me, in my personal opinion, so far. And this is without a doubt in my opinion, one of the best AEW pay-per-views of all time. Well done, AEW. Now, I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. Did you guys love Double or Nothing? Did you guys hate Double or Nothing? Was there something you like? Was there something you hate? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. But make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment. And again, if you guys disagree with me, like, speak out in the comment section. I'm open to all opinions. I'm open to all comments. And I really want to know what you guys think in the comment section. But again, if you guys like this review, make sure you leave a like, make sure you leave a comment, make sure you subscribe and leave the notification bell. And make sure you subscribe and leave the notification. Oh my god, I can't even speak today. If you guys like my content, make sure you subscribe and leave the notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my videos. And until next time, this is Gabriel, and I'll see you next time in the asylum. Have a nice day, everyone.